was a whirlwind day for the Oregon Trail Community Foundation, but when all was said and done, their WyoBraska Gives fundraiser netted $464,578. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, WyoBraska Gives and Tuesday's preliminary donation numbers represent more than 1,500 unique donors to more than 100 nonprofits throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Several entities stand atop the leaderboard, with the Regional West Foundation receiving nearly $148,000 in donations, followed by the Common Grounds Dog Park Committee, which received a whopping $100,000 donation. 5 nonprofits received more than $10,000 during the 24-hour online giving event, including the Legacy of the Plains Museum Japanese Hall Project, the Platte River Environment Incorporated, Riverside Discovery Center, Boy Scouts of America Long Peak Council, and the Northfield Elementary Booster Club. Becky Horn with the Oregon Trail Community Foundation says yesterday's fundraiser far exceeded their initial $200,000 fundraising total. Well, the Gering City Council last night approved an ordinance confirming the voters' renewal of the city's half-cent sale LB 840 sales tax for economic development. More than 20 businesses have been started or retained as a result of this. 14 existing companies have expanded, with the creation or retention of more than 200 jobs since the city started the program back in 2004. This is the third time the sales tax has been renewed since its initial approval, and Mayor Tony Kaufman says the citizens now understand the importance of the tax.
Our LB 840 tax has been in place long enough in the community. It's been a proven tool that I think our community has leveraged extremely well over the years. We've created some jobs, we've enhanced our downtown area, we've enhanced a lot of different areas in our community. And so I think our community responded.
The voters' approval and the ordinance passed on Monday night, allowing the city to use up to $300,000 annually of sales and use taxes for economic development over an additional 10-year period. Well, coming up after the break, another nice day across the region. Bill Boyer will be in with your midweek forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
My big secret for designing a quality kitchen on a budget is J&K Cabinetry. They have all the great standard features that my clients love. Solid wood doors and frames, soft close doors and drawers, dovetail joinery. The quality is amazing. J&K Cabinetry has 17 beautiful locations, sells directly to designers, contractors, and dealers, and provides plenty of options for a semi-custom look. But the most important thing is having a satisfied client and just seeing how much they love their kitchen. J&K Cabinetry, a new kitchen around you.
ZM Lumber in Scotts Bluff, your local headquarters for J&K Cabinetry.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Take a look here at what we've got going on this evening across the area. Clear skies, that's the good news. It is not going to be quite as cool tonight with lows down into the low 30s. We're going to be really nice through most of Friday. A cold front comes in late Friday though, bringing in snow. Yeah, snow Friday evening and then especially overnight Friday into Saturday, and accumulations are looking likely from this storm. 55 yesterday after a low of 21. As we look at nothing in the rain gauge, still almost 3 inches above normal down there for the year. Hopping on the bus tomorrow with sunshine, no problems. Heading out to school about 30 degrees, and on your way home, clear skies as well, and 54 on the way home. Well, we're going to be probably dodging some snow in Lincoln on Saturday, it looks like, especially in the morning. Cold conditions, some snow showers around, overcast, winds 10 to 20, going to make those wind chills colder than that, and 30 is all for a high temperature in Lincoln. Not the case right now. It's pretty nice out there, although, boy, once that sun sets, temps just fall like a rock. We had highs in the 60s today. We're in the 30s and around Lincoln, 40s and 50s here in our area. Primarily 40s now as we're falling fairly quickly into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees out here across the region. Again, those have fallen some 10 to 15 degrees. Still have some pretty decent winds here in the high country, and those will continue for the next couple of days. We have winter weather advisories posted. These are winter storm watches for the eastern portions of Wyoming. It does include the Cheyenne area, Torrington, Pine Bluffs, Wheatland, that eastern Wyoming area under winter storm watches. This is for Friday afternoon and evening, especially Friday night, and then on through the day Saturday and into Saturday afternoon and evening before the thing moves out of here. What are we talking about? Well, as we look here in the extended outlook, as we look by noon Friday, it's well to our north, no problems, but look here by midnight, that system drops to the south. Any rain that we have will turn over to snow. By midnight, we're going to be dealing with areas of light to moderate snow. Through the morning hours on Saturday, light to moderate snow continues, tapering off to the south by Saturday night. And as we get towards midnight Saturday night and then on into Sunday, really the whole system dries out and moves away from us. Snowfall potential through noon Monday. Now we're looking here at a pretty good swath of maybe 2 to 5, 3 to 6 inches of snow in those darker blue shaded areas, maybe even over 6 inches in some of the darker blue shaded areas. So we'll keep an eye on that for you as we do have the possibility of accumulating snow. It's looking likely, in fact. Just how much snow we're going to get is going to be dependent on where we are. Futurecast tonight is nothing worrying about out here. We have temperatures that are going to be pretty comfortable and clear skies. Lows are going to fall into the upper 20s to near 30 degrees. For tomorrow, lots of sun out there. We're going to see a few winds, especially off to our north, and then maybe coming into the area late tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon and evening. Otherwise, sunshine. That system, notice late in the picture here, starting to inch closer with some cloud cover off to our north. Tomorrow's highs are going to be in the upper 50s. Not bad out there. Another very nice day in store for us, and we have another one coming for the first half of Friday. Clear tonight, 29 for tomorrow. Lots of sun out there, 57. Could see a few gusts of breeze in the afternoon, and then our 7-day forecast. Evening rain will turn to snow on Friday. And look at Saturday. Snow throughout the day. Accumulations are likely. Highs only in the 20s. A slow rebound on Sunday after morning lows near 10. We'll get in the upper 30s and then upper 40s to near 50 to start next week.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
The leaves are turning and the temperatures are cooling, so it's time to come harvest the deals at the Viera Wireless Fall Savings Sale. Right now, get your family high-speed, truly unlimited mobile data for just $35 per line with 4 lines. Prices have never been lower for unlimited data. Plus, trade in your current phone and get up to $500 off the latest iPhone and Samsung models. Those are incredible savings on the most popular and advanced smartphones. Don't miss out on our Fall Savings Sale. Hurry into Viera today.
Welcome back. Authorities have been searching an isolated area in the eastern end of Scottsbluff County for a Kimball man who has reportedly been missing for more than a week. Kimball Police Chief Andy Bramer says the man's pickup was found this morning. Now, Bramer is not releasing the name of the missing individual, but did say he's a Kimball native who recently moved back to the community. Authorities have been trying to locate the man with the assistance of tracking dogs and personnel from the Scottsbluff County CERT team. Well, a 45-year-old Lincoln man is being held on a $400,000 bond in Scottsbluff County after a large drug bust by the Wing Drug Task Force. 45-year-old Andrew Rakeho was arrested on Sunday following a controlled purchase of 4 ounces of meth. Once the deal was completed, officers arrested him, and a search of the vehicle led to the discovery of a large amount of cash, an additional pound of methamphetamine, a pound of marijuana, plus THC hash, scales, and baggies. In total, 1 pound, 5 ounces of methamphetamine was seized. Rakeho is now charged with 2 felony counts of possession of methamphetamine, distribution of a controlled substance, and an enhancement charge of being a habitual criminal. And land at the base of Chimney Rock is expected to be sold tomorrow to the Nebraska State Historical Society in an effort to preserve it for generations to come. The land is being sold by the Howard family to the tune of $400,000 for the 360 acres and will ensure the site from future development. Additionally, the purchase could let visitors get closer to the landscape formation. Well, this week, the Shattered School Board ratified a new 2-year contract with the district's teachers that increased the starting salary by $2,000 to $35,500 for next year and $36,500 the following year. A teacher at the top of the pay scale would make $70,645 next year and $72,000 and change the year after. School Board President Tom Menke says it's good to get those raises to the district's very talented and deserving teachers. Well, straight ahead, Jason Jorgensen catches up with Sean Callahan of Huskers Online to talk about last weekend's thrashing of Illinois and this weekend's upcoming matchup. They'll be back with that right after this.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Last school year, 17 students were honored as the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Kids from Scottsbluff, Gering, Bridgeport, Bayard, Mitchell, and Banner County received winning nominations, and with a new school year underway, it's once again time for the public to nominate deserving K-12 students to be the next Star Student of the Week. How do you get your nomination in? Just go to pvbank.com, fill out the nomination form, and watch KNEB.TV News every Friday during the school year to see if your star student was selected.
Now sports from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's premier hearing health center facility, helping you hear what matters most.
Well, today it is time once again for our Husker Chat as we are joined by Sean Callahan, the publisher of HuskerOnline.com. We continue to get deeper and deeper into the season. Just a couple of regular season games left for the Huskers. This week, they'll be at home one final time as they'll take on Michigan State. Sean, as always, thanks a lot for the time.
Hey, thanks, Jason.
Well, this is a huge game coming up for the Huskers as they take on Michigan State, but let's take a look back to the big win over Illinois. Again, this offense has really come around the last month, and some huge numbers again for the Big Red.
Yeah, Nebraska's offense, and I think we kind of had an idea going in, Jason, that this was a good matchup for Nebraska. Nebraska's playing well, and they came out of the gates, and they played about as good of an offensive game as you could have drawn up. Adrian Martinez continues to impress, but then Divino Zigbo, 2 runs of 60 yards or longer. Before Saturday, he hadn't had a run in his career longer than 60 yards, so he had a career day himself. Stanley Morgan once again had a big day. J.D. Spielman, the usual suspects. And this offensive line did a pretty decent job, but then special teams and defense was able to force turnovers. Nebraska's defense over their last 3 games have forced 11 takeaways. All of 2017, Nebraska had just 12 takeaways. And they now have 18 takeaways on this season with 2 more games remaining.
You brought up Ozigbo. What an improvement for this guy. What's your take on him and, quietly the season he's had? I mean, he's within 50 yards now of a 1,000-yard year.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of bought in and rededicated himself. Before, I don't know if Mike Riley's staff was fully committed to him, and I don't know if he was fully committed to them either. And now you get the sense Frost is committed to Ozigbo, and Ozigbo's bought in as well. And you're just seeing it pay off week to week to week. And it was a real turning point, the Purdue game. The way he ran against Purdue, that led to Greg Bell transferring. And then from that point on, he's kind of been the guy. And, the Wisconsin game will still be a mystery to me, though. I think he only had 5 carries that entire game. The way they got down, they went away from him. But other than that Wisconsin game, I mean, he's been lights out in Nebraska's conference games here the last several weeks. And, he's going to get a real test the next 2 weeks when you play Michigan State and Iowa, 2 of the better rushing defenses in the country.
He looks faster to me. Is this one of those guys that's really benefited from the new strength and conditioning system?
Yeah, and I think nutritionally and strength and conditioning, and all of it kind of works hand in hand. And you see him just now physically, he looks better than he's ever looked, faster than he's ever looked. And he said he's not necessarily faster in the 40 in his opinion. He just gets to that top end speed much quicker than he did before, and that goes back to all the things that you just mentioned with the program and what Zach Duvall does, and nutritionist Dave Ellis as well, and kind of what he enforces with the guys.
Today we're talking with Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com as Nebraska is back at home on Saturday as they match up against Michigan State. How about the career of Stanley Morgan? He's another guy. He's right there, and he can become the all-time leader in receptions and yardage by the time this thing is over with.
Yeah, we've kind of gone through this run of receivers breaking the records at Nebraska. First it was Nate Swift, then it was Kenny Bell, then it was Jordan Westerkamp. Now it's Stanley Morgan, then it'll probably be J.D. Spielman after that. So all of them have kind of outdone one another. It was fitting that Kenny Bell was at the game Saturday to talk to Stanley Morgan, but they're making a conscious effort to keep getting him the ball. I felt like after the Northwestern game, Scott Frost said it. He goes, we didn't go to Stanley Morgan enough down the stretch. We've got to get him more involved. And you're seeing him be a prime red zone target. I thought the throw that Martinez made to him in that southwest corner of the end zone was one of the best throws Adrian's made all year. The wind was howling in his face. He threw the ball almost like he was trying to overthrow it and let the wind knock it down. And it landed perfectly in Stanley Morgan's hands. So you're seeing him make big-time plays the last several weeks, and that's what we all expected this season out of Stanley Morgan.
What's your take on this game with Michigan State? They've been up and down. They haven't quite had the season that they wanted. They haven't put up great offensive numbers. Is this maybe a little better matchup for the Black Shirts?
I think so. I mean, Michigan State's one of those teams, when you don't expect much, they do a lot. When you expect something, they kind of fall back a little bit, and that's what this season really was. A lot of people thought this could be maybe a 9-10 win team, a team that contended with Ohio State and Michigan to win the East. They've been beat up. This will be, I believe, their 9th week in a row, Jason, where they've played without a bye. Their last bye week was September 15th. So the Huskers are getting these guys at the right time. They've already played Michigan. They've already played Ohio State. Last week, was the Ohio State game. They've had some very, very tough matchups, and I think that's going to play in Nebraska's favor, being at home for another week in a row, and just having a chance to really make a statement here where they've played well the last few times out.
How's recruiting coming together? You got one final home weekend here, although it sounds like maybe our forecast might affect things a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like every day other than Saturday is going to be maybe 50 degrees, and somehow Saturday is going to be the bad days. They're still planning on having a lot of visitors, and it's going to be around 10. And some of that might mean visitors not getting to Lincoln until halftime of the game, but they're okay with that. I think they would rather get a guy here for at least half of the game than no game at all, and that's kind of the situation they face. Every high school guy that they were planning on bringing in plays a playoff game on Friday night. So they've got to work around that. Now the junior college guys, they're done. They don't play again to their bowl games. So they will be able to get all their junior college guys in this weekend, which will be nice. But the high school guys may not arrive to Lincoln until later.
As a whole, how do you feel this class is coming together? I'm sure the last month has had to have helped.
Yeah, they've got 20 commits right now. They're going to take almost 10 more. So there's a lot of work to be done. And, you know, yeah, you'd like Nebraska to play in a bowl game, but not having to worry about a 6-6 type bowl game could be an advantage in some respects, because they could really focus on recruiting now and get that early December 19th signing day locked up. Because I think most kids are going to sign this year in December. You may have over 95% of kids off the market by December 19th. So having that entire month of December will be big for this coaching staff.
All right, we'll see how it all comes together. As always, we appreciate your time. Have fun on Saturday.
Thanks, Jason.
That was Sean Callahan, the publisher of HuskerOnline.com, joining us today. I'm Jason Jorgensen.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the Experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been, 'cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another town like this around. We've got it all right here in our own backyard. We love this town. We love this town. We love this town.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
TC and More is having their 4th annual toy drive from now until December 15th. Purchase any game or toy in store, and TC and More will match all donations. These gifts will be distributed to local children around Christmas time. Please remember TC and More for your holiday shopping this season. From willow tree figurines to unique gifts for everyone on your shopping list. TC and More, 1621 Broadway in beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, we're coming to the end of an era here at KNEB as longtime news director Kevin Mooney retires on Thursday. Yesterday, Congressman Adrian Smith took time on the House floor to honor the veteran newsman.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize the service of Kevin Mooney to the communities of Scottsbluff, Gering, and western Nebraska. This week, after 34 years as a trusted journalist in Nebraska's Panhandle, Kevin will retire from his position as news director at KNEB Radio. Throughout his career, Kevin has received 6 Mark Twain Awards from the Nebraska Associated Press and the Trail Award from the Scottsbluff Gering United Chamber of Commerce. Kevin names the local sugar factory explosion in 1996 as the largest story he reported. He stayed on the air all night providing updates to our community. Kevin is most thankful for his wife Tracy. He says she has supported him a great deal throughout their 35 years of marriage, given he is on the call 24 hours every day. Even with his busy schedule, Kevin has dedicated himself to community and charity events such as the Thanksgiving in the Valley event. It is a collaboration of KNEB and local nonprofits and the Soup Kitchen and the Scottsbluff Kiwanis Club. They serve around 400 meals every year on Thanksgiving Day. Please join me in honoring and thanking Kevin Mooney for his service to Nebraska journalism. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.
A retirement reception for Mooney, as well as a celebration of KNEB's 75th anniversary, will be held on Thursday at the WyoBraska Center from 5 to 7 p.m. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.